Merimon, usap-usapan yung naging iyakan kanina dyan sa plenary. Ano ba nangyari?
Ladies, good evening. Sa session kasi kanina dito sa Senado, unang nagbigay ng manifestation on the floor si Senator Erwin Tulfo at he was calling for a more a deeper and an independent investigation sa naging shootout incident last week kung saan may exchange ng pitik ng barel, a warning shot was done by the Office of the Sergeant at Arms, si Major General Mau Aplasca na sinagot daw ng NBI agents, and ang sinasabi nila dito, days ever since nangyari yon, may confusion pa rin sa ano ba talaga ang nangyari. What triggered it, what happened, ano yung nag-transpire, and moving forward, ano ang gagawin? Especially, some are calling for accountability kung sakaling may lapses nga on this case. Sinagundahan nito ni Senator Raffy Tulfo na ang isinusulong naman ay comprehensive training para sa personnel ng OSA o yung Office of the Sergeant at Arms. And while may manifestation, may nakaschedule din kasi sa agenda na privileged speech by Senator Risa Hontiveros also tackling the same query or question in mind. Ang sinasabi kasi ni Senator Risa Hontiveros, natapos na ngayon nangyari na yon, pero sa araw daw na ito sa kasulukuyan, hindi raw pwedeng gumalaw ang upper chamber na para bang walang nangyari. Yung positioning daw ng institution na ito amid the ongoing confusion, yung questions daw, ano ba talaga yung nangyari, iba kasi yung lumalabas ng mga narratives so on how it happened, compare din daw sa paano siya na-document, ang dami pang hindi raw malinaw dito. And this may have happened to trigger an emotional Senator Pia Cayetano who recalled what happened during those weeks na silang mga members ng Senate majority ay nandito sa Senado during those times. Let's listen into a part of this session earlier.
That is why we cannot act as though nothing happened last week. Alam natin ang tama at mali. Alam natin kapag sumosobra na matapos ang habulan at barilan dito sa Senado. Ang ipinapakita natin ay para bang walang nangyari.
Siguro po para sa inyong mga wala dito. Pero para sa amin na nandito, napakaraming nangyari. Takot na takot po ako na kailangan ko na magpaalam sa mga anak ko. At yung staff ko, 2 pintuan ang pagitan ko sa putukan. Yung staff ko na si Claire, na 20 years na sa akin, nandun siya sa labas. She has a 12-year-old son. Kinuwento niya sa akin late na tumatakbo siya, hindi niya alam kung saan siya pupunta. Kaya para sabihin niyo na walang nangyari. Napakasakit para sa aming lahat na nandito. And I didn't even hear any of you say, kamusta na kayo dyan?
I was not speaking about our personal feelings. I was speaking about our institutional posture.
Thank you for that.
Our grief as senators is valid, but our mandate requires action.
Later on, after nung naging exchange among these senators, we also saw Senate President Pro Tempore Loren Legarda comforting Senator Pia, offering her tissue or napkin, and even Senator Loren Legarda was seen wiping her eyes. Maybe tears were also falling down, and quite a heavy aura or environment during those times sa session. Meanwhile, Senator Tito Soto from the minority also took to the floor yung question, should a committee as a whole for the Senate, should it be organized to do the legislative inquiry sa nangyaring shootout last week? Or should there be just one specific committee na existing na rin naman na maghahawak nito? An interpellation was hoped by Senator Rodante Marcoleta, pero napagkasunduan din ng mga senador to do it potentially by Monday sa session next week dahil daw kailangan din ito ng oras. At kung sakaling mangyari ngayon, maraming senador ang gustong pumila for questions and answers or clarifications, baka raw abutin ng hating gabi. So doon pa lang natapos yung usapin tungkol dyan, but we're anticipating more coming in ng session nila next week. Ladies.
Merimon, updates on the chairmanships na announced ba today, particularly the Blue Ribbon Committee?
Yes, kahapon ang nasabi ni Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, actually no Monday pa lang, may mga lumulutang na pangalan, either Senator Rodante Marcoleta or Senator Pia Cayetano. Pero kanina, it was formally elected na Senator Pia ang hahawak ng Blue Ribbon Committee or yung Accountability Committee ng Senado. Ang huling humawak niyan si Senator Ping Lacson from the minority, but this time, Senator Pia na ang hahawak ng Blue Ribbon. For Senator Amy Marcos, nakuha niya ulit yung Committee on Foreign Relations. Senator Camille Villar, nakuha niya ang Environment Committee, ang Government Corporations Committee. Senator Robin Hood Padilla, nadagdagan pa siya ng Constitutional Amendments Committee na ang unang humawak niya or last na humawak niyan was Senator Kiko Pangilinan. And Senator Rodante Marcoleta, nasa kanya na rin ang Justice and Human Rights Committee, and in turn siya na rin ang magiging representative ng Senado sa Judicial and Bar Council. So ang ilan pa sa hinihintay natin na matitimbang na mga komite would be the Finance Committee, potentially yung iba pang mga may nakabinbin or may mga pending pang legislations or legislative inquiries such as pwede Ethics Committee, Agriculture Committee, and the likes.
Okay, Mary Mon, gusto ko lang matanong sa'yo no, kung anong naramdaman mo kanina, yung mga observations mo. Of course, we watched the plenary. After kasi nung heated speech at balikan no, between Senators Risa and Pia, medyo nag-thin out yung attendance. Maraming nawala sa upuan at hindi na bumalik. Did you notice kung nag-uusap ba sila? Were they friendly? Or was it really, really tense even off-cam?
Sean, after kasi nito, dahil nga deferred muna siya for further discussions, may caucus din na ginawa kanina lahat ng mga senador, all-member caucus ito. Pero nung sa session, nagkaroon kasi ng photo opportunity itong mga senador kasama ilang mga atletang kinilala din on the floor. And nakita natin si Senator Risa Ontiveros at si Senator Pia Cayetano nagkatabi sa photo op. And ang nasabi so far ni Senator Risa tungkol dyan, hindi daw sila nagkausap pero okay naman daw. So far, ang nakikita niya sa relasyon nila. And during that emotional moment din, though tahimik yung session floor, nakita natin may pag-uusap yung ilang mga senador. Yung majority kasi facing the rostrum, nasa right side nakaupo sina Senator Risa. Sina Senator Pia, yung majority, nasa left side facing the rostrum. And ang nakita natin lumapit kay Senator Pia, si Senator Lor Legarda, nakatabi niya lang, Senator Camille Villar, Senator Mark Villar, and even si acting majority leader, Senator Joel Villanueva, para kung nakikipag-usap sa ilang mga senador. Pero later on, yun nga, medyo nag-thin out siya. Pero what we also anticipated was after nung session, may caucus na ginawa itong mga senador. So we're yet to know then kung ano yung results, if there was a walkout. Pero if not, pwede naman kasi silang umalis din ng session. So we'll see pa kung ano yung mangyayari and what will transpire sa relasyon nitong mga senador sa isa't isa.
So to clarify lang, Mary Mon, ongoing pa rin yung all-member caucus. Ang tanong, nandun ba, obviously wala si Senator Bato, pero nandun ba si Senator Cheese? Dumating ba siya for that?
Yesterday and today, hindi natin nakita si Senator Cheese Escudero. And to note, bakit natin din siya tinitingnan? Kasi lumulutang din yung pangalan niya na supposedly being tapped for the Senate leadership. And while wala pa tayong confirmation, again, yung kudeta kasi na umuugong over the weekend, even nung Monday, kahapon, and kanina, hindi pa ito nangyayari. But still, ang sinasabi ng liderato ng ilang mga miyembro ng Senate majority, meron daw pressures, meron daw offers ng incentives, if not threats, may term extensions para lang maglipat bakod itong mga ilang miyembro ng Senate majority. Pero sa paglilinaw at pagtatanggi ni Senator Raffy Tulfo from the minority, hindi raw yung totoo, wala raw ganung ginagawa. Masaya raw sila sa minority, solid daw sila sa minority, and come what may, mananatili sa minority si Senator Raffy. So, on the other side of the fence, again, manipis lang yung margin nila. So kung sakali mong magkaroon ng kudeta, ang aabangan natin, sino ang lilipat from the majority who will be forming the new majority. And should there be conditions to be met, ano yung mga kondisyon na yon para naglipat bakod ang mga ito?
And Mary Mon, naglabas na rin ba ang Senado ng updated impeachment trial schedule doon sa trial nga ni Vice President Sara Duterte?
Hindi pa malinaw. Wala pa tayong kasagutan tungkol dyan. Ang sinabi pa lang kasi kanina ni SP Cayetano sa floor, okay, formally na-receive na nga ng camp ni Vice President Sara Duterte yung writ of summons kanina around nearly 11 o'clock in the morning. So nagbibilang na ngayon nung non-extendable period, calendar days ito na 10 araw. While magfo-fall kasi ang May 30 ng Saturday, nausog siya ng June 1, which is a Monday, so working day siya. So the camp of VP Sara has until then to file her reply and yung response niya doon sa articles of impeachment against her and yung mag-enter ng plead niya. After noon or during those 10 days, kung sakaling mapaaga, ang House prosecutors naman meron ng extendable period of 5 days para mag-file din ng kanilang response. And what we're waiting ngayon from the Senate leadership is yung magiging schedule nila. Kasi ang sinabi dito ni SP Cayetano, who will be acting as presiding officer of the trial, dalawang sombrero kasi ang suot ng Senado. Bilang impeachment court, at bilang legislative body. So kung magkakaschedule man sila, ito yung pinakamaayos sa schedule na hindi maaapektuhan yung trabaho nila on the legislative aspect. But then again, we're yet to hear pa kung ano yung magiging final na decision ng mga senador sa schedule na pre-trial at saka trial proper.
And on the part of the senators, Mary Mon, how are they preparing for the impeachment trial?
Ako, ang nakausap natin, yung pinakahuling nakuha nating info dyan was from the old majority. So, sina Senator Tito Soto, Senator Ping Lacson, and others na sinadjust daw nilang gawin, nagbo-brush up, nagre-review ng rules of court, yung impeachment, yung guidelines na kinakailangan. Whereas, nung panahon naman na yun, ang nakausap natin from the old minority, si Senator Dante Marcoleta, hindi naman daw siya nagpe-prepare kung may mangyari o kung may darating daw yan. For now, wala pa tayong ibang naririnig kasi ang isang inonote din natin dito, netong Monday, formally and officially nakapag-convene na ang Senate as the impeachment court. So, maaari magkaroon na ng limitasyon itong mga senador na magsalita tungkol sa impeachment proceedings. Same goes din sa mga tatayong House prosecutors. So what we're waiting for is who will be delegated as the impeachment court spokesperson. Kung saan doon na natin pwedeng malaman yung iba pang nitty-gritties tungkol sa magiging proceedings.
All right, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Thank you, mobile journalist Mary Mon Reyes.